Hello collectors, so today is a quick video of the Kyosho Pontiac Firebird from 1977. So this is the second generation Pontiac Firebird, and this is the first year that it came out. It's a facelifted version of the second generation Firebird. So it has this slanted front end, and I'm noticing, this is a used model, by the way. I'm not sure exactly when the American collection came out from Kyosho, because Kyosho doesn't write the year they make their cars, but it does say here it's the 77 Firebird. Okay, while we're down here, it's riveted together. Decent undercarriage here, actually. It's very dimensional. Usually these things are just relatively flat, but look at the depth of this suspension here. So interesting. Okay, so I'm looking at this thing and it just looks a little bit off. It doesn't really look right to me. Let me angle the camera down here so we get better light here. Mainly for me it's the tires. They just look too tall. The wheels themselves look really nice. I mean, they're nice, that honeycomb pattern. And the spokes are so thin I don't think you can cast them to be hollow between the spokes. But the sidewalls of the tires just look too tall to me. So it's really odd looking. Okay, well, anyways, we got some printed on graphics there for, I'm guessing, reflectors. And then it says Trans Am, of course, the Firebird logo, again printed there. This yellow paint isn't too bad. I can see the panel gap, but I can also see some of the casting on the corners, so that's not so great. Silver painted door handle and keyhole, so that's good. A little silver trim for the window molding there. It's just a black interior from Kyosho as usual, so can't see too much, although there is molded detail. Seems to be I don't know if there's a scratch. There's something going. Oh, alright, just some stuff. My dental pick is actually doing his job. Okay, picking off stuff. Alright, so going around to the back. So these taillights, well, I'll be damned. Oh, sorry, I don't know if that's considered a swear these days, but this is a plastic insert. I thought it was just painted on red, but I can actually see depth to the white part of the taillight here. I'm going to zoom in and see if you guys can catch this, but you see the white is back there behind the yellow. So this is a clear piece of plastic, and then they painted the yellow stripes over it. And I'm guessing the red is printed on the back side. I'm not exactly sure, but that's a pretty complex taillight, whereas they could have just painted on some red stripes and silver stripes. So anyways, good logo there, Trans Am. That looks like it's bubbling up there. Alright, so yeah, it's chrome trim around the window again. Alright, this side, let's see. Doesn't seem to be any problems here. A little paint something there. Contaminant in the paint. Okay, let's go to the front. Now this is where I have a major problem with the look of this car. I looked up photos of this vehicle, and the thing has relatively it has rectangular headlights, but they're more square than this. It's almost like if these headlights are twice as tall as this, it would be accurate. So what Kyosho chose to do is they have this separate piece of plastic with this chrome trim around it, because that's a graphic on the real car. But in order to do that, they had to squish the headlights, and it just doesn't look right. It just looks really weird. It looks like it's a very tall car, but it doesn't look this tall in real with photos of the real car. I think mainly because of this choice to have this chrome surround. It would have been better to just leave this opening open, have taller headlights, and maybe paint the paint the chrome thing onto the yellow here. Okay, this Pontiac logo is nice, but it does also look proportionally quite huge. It looks massive for this car. Anyways, black paint inside these physical inlets, so that's alright. The Firebird logo is really nice though. It's printed really well, and it's all there. It's not missing any part of the black, so that's really nice. Here's a little air cover. So the mirrors are not painted because this is an older Kyosho, so that just happens with the older ones. So I don't know, as much as I enjoy Kyoshos just based on the volume of videos I do on them, this is a fail. I think Greenlight may have done a better job in its appearance. Although I looked at photos of that one, and that also has really shallow headlights. but they're taller than these. So for comparison's sake, I also have this older, the very first generation Firebird here. I think this is by M2. Yeah, I think it's yeah, there it is, M2. So when I look at this one, I mean, look at the sidewalls here, the tires. These tires just look more proportional to that era of vehicle. These just look better. This way too tall. Kyosho, you messed up on this one. Okay. So yeah, again, just looking at the height of the body and stuff, I think proportionally the red car is just better. This thing just looks too tall and too narrow because of this illusion here. Okay, in fact, let me just put them on here, and you can let this spin around here for one revolution, and you can decide for yourself if you think it's worth buying this Kyosho Firebird. I bought it because my history with Kyosho is pretty good. I think it's a good value versus quality. But for realism on this one, I'm just not seeing it. So that's a negatory on the Kyosho Firebird for me. But maybe you'll like it. Maybe you'll like it more than me. I'm a pretty critical reviewer. Okay, I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya. Bye.